Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte from tiagoduarte.pt. In this video I want to show you how I made this track using only sounds from my new sample pack, Daily Beats Sample Pack Volume 10, and also some instruments that come with FL Studio. So first we will have a listen to what the beat is like. I'm really proud of this beat because I think it's really nice and it's an amazing beat, and hope you enjoy too. So let's listen to the full beat, and then I will explain how I made it and what were the steps to make this. So let's listen. As you can see, a very nice beat, a very classic hip-hop. So this beat has some different configurations that I normally use. So let's go. First we start with the drums. For this I used this drum loop from my sample pack, which is, so let's go here, tiagoduarte.pt, volume 10, and this is the folder that you will get, and it was Smile drum loop, so here, and this is the drum loop. As you can listen, with a lot of reverb. So what I did was to not this that I want to do. Okay, so what I did was just take the snares and also I use this one, and this one here with a crash on the back. So this is the rhythm of the snares of the drums, and I added a hip kick 9, which I think is under the legacy drums hip hop pack from Fruity Loops. So this is the drum loop. Oops. Very simple. In terms of processing, this is not a clap, this is a snare. And you will also get the zip file if you sign up with your email. You will receive a link to a page with all my FLP projects, and you can have them for free and do whatever you want with this beat. So you will have this beat for free if you sign up in the link below. So let's go back to the beat, and we have the kick and the snare. As you can see, no big I don't have anything on these two channels. They are as is. Of course there is some parallel reverb, but we will go there in a bit. So in terms of the hi-hat, I choose this drum loop, which is 530 drum loop. 530 here, drum loop. So this is the drum loop, as you can see. And for this I only took the hi-hat, this one and this one. So this is the hi-hat rhythm. Very simple. And nothing else. Because it's already panned, I didn't pan it, so I just use it as is. So we can listen to let's go to the part where we have all the instruments. Here, for instance, let me check, and we can just listen to the drums and the hi-hats. I added a little bit of time shift so that the hi-hat doesn't hit right away in the beat and the snare. It's a little bit shifted to the right, which gives a nice bouncy hi-hat, or it gives the perception of bounce or rhythm. So after that we can go and check the sax, which is a sample. This is the sample that I use, oh yeah sax. So here, this is the original sample, and what I did was to pitch it down, all the way down to 12,000 or 1,200 cents or 1,200 cents, and this is what we get. Which is the core of the beat. And here in the brass, or in the sax, I called it brass, but here we have just a parametric EQ cutting off the lows so that it doesn't interfere with the bass. And with the drums, sounds like this. Already really nice. And now we can go to the bass line. Here in the bass line I had a little bit of trouble with the bass line, because I was trying to do with OX3XOS, Yes, I was trying to look to see if any of the pattern had some information or MIDI information here in these instruments, but there is not. And I was trying to find which note were sounding best for to match the pitch of the sample, the original sample. But I was having a lot of difficulties finding or tuning the instrument. So what I did was I took the bass from the same sample, from the same folder, which is basically this one, and I pitched it, I left it in the same pitch. And here there is a big difference, because I use this all the way down, but I increased the master pitch by 300, so it sounds a little bit nicer. So I pitched the sample down and I left the original bass. I did this because when you put this minus 1200, this is one octave lower, so it works because it's not out of what I mean is the notes will retain the same pitch, only in a lower octave, and this way we can have or use the same bass line from this folder, and it will work always. So what I did in the bass line was like this. Very simple, but with the sample it gets really nice. In terms of bass, I just applied a low cut to remove any high frequencies. Let me see the difference. Yeah, we have a little bit of high frequency, and I took them off, and this is what it sounds, the sax or the brass, the sample, and the bass line also sampled. Let's see now the strings. I added some strings. Let's see here. And this is also strings from this folder, which is these ones here. Very long strings. And what I did was to pitch it down. And this is the result. Oh, and I had one pitch 12,000 or 1200 cents down, and I had another one which I had, let me copy paste this so I don't lose it, which I decreased 500 cents. Why 500? Because this is the perfect fifth. So if we have 2000 or 1200 cents down in this nomenclature, if we raise it 700, we get 500. Minus 1200 plus 700 is minus 500. Sorry for the math, but this works because it's the perfect fifth. So this is a nice trick that you can do to increase the range of your samples. So in this, for instance, I have, let me go here, I have these notes, and then in this one I have, and they sound nice because it's they are tuned differently, but with the numbers in mind. So let's listen. And for the strings, I didn't do any much processing. I just panned them a little bit to the right, and this is how it sounds with everything. As you can see, the strings came to give a little to fill some of the gaps that the sample, the original brass or sax, left in the beat. This is nice because, as you can see, we can have only the sax, the bass, and the drums for the verse, which is for the rapper to chime, or the voice of the rapper to chime. Sorry. And then we can have for the chorus, to give a little bit more of energy, some strings to fill some of the space. And as you can see, this is, I think, since I'm a rapper, this one is one of the beats that I see myself rapping, and I had the tendency to keep it to myself to my next album. So I said no, because this is, I think it's a bit worthwhile to share, and also to share the value that my sample pack provides when you download a copy, or when you purchase a copy of this sample pack. So let's see, let's listen again, because I think it's really nice. Okay, so the next element that I added was a piano, and this was the original direct wave piano from Fruity Loops, where you can find it here. You go to packs, instruments, and keyboard, and you will have here the grand piano. And in this one, let me see here, I don't have any effects. As you can see, my beats, they don't I don't have to use a lot of effects in these sounds, because they are already pre-mixed and pre-EQ'd and compressed, so that you don't have to do too much work in terms of signal processing in order to get a good sound. You can add some reverb, some delay, but you don't need to do too much, because the sound quality, because the original sounds already have good quality, and they are pre-mixed. So what I did in the piano roll was to just do some notes, very simple. Let's listen. These ones here in the downbeat, I record them myself, and no, I didn't. What I did was I placed the notes like this manually, and then I went here and Alt S to strum, or you can go to the wrench tool and do here strum. As you can see, Alt plus S is the shortcut. And then I rearranged the notes a little bit to give it a more humanized feel. But as you can see in these ones, I left them as is. And this gives a nice high pitch harmonics to the beat itself. So let's listen everything together. So now let me take off let me copy first. Let me reset the master pitch so that you feel the difference of the instrumental as it was with no master pitch. So this is it will sound a little bit strange. It does not sound bad, but I prefer this one with 300 or plus 300 cents. For me it's much better. And then what I did was make the composition with a intro, four bars for the intro, and the piano going out, and the strings also stopping when the verse starts, and also some small introduction with hi-hats rolling and some drums. What I did was just to put it like this, and then I cut it. You go to step mode, and I cut it like this. No big deal. And then I add the bass line. This is just a small intro, not to give everything away right away. Then I leave the strings and the pianos only for the chorus, and here in the start of the verse I left the beginning of each the sample, the string, sorry, and the piano. This is to not to end the verse abruptly. So let's listen without this. It's missing something, so what I did was to add these two parts, which again is just copying these ones here and trimming down. Very simple. And it's a big difference. It helps transition from the chorus to the verse. And then I have a chorus again, and the bridge. In the bridge I just took off the bass line and had that fall note, the boom, the fall note, which normally was here. I added to the drop. And also we have I did a snare break. This is basically the same snare, but I used the snare, this one here, sorry, with a crash. I used it on the downbeat, and then I had a break fill, which is to when we get close to the chorus again, a small drop. I had on the 1 and 3 and 1, and then in the end I had like something that you use a lot in EDM, where you do a lot of snare rolls, and I did it here and I thought it was nice. So let's listen. Which gives a nice intro for the final chorus, and then in the end, the end of the beat is again just a kick in the hi-hats, cut everything, and then I did the same with the sax, with the bass, strings, and piano. For a nice ending. So this is it. This is the beat that I made with Daily Beat Sample Pack Volume 10. You can find it at www.tiagoluisduarte.pt/samplepacks, and in this sample pack you will have 15 folders, and inside each folder you will have a sample with all the instruments, which is for instance the sax, strings, and bass. You will have everything like this, the drum loops, and also the individual sounds. Let me show you another one. For instance, this one's bass line, drum loop, electric guitar, pianos, and all the sounds that you can chop it up or reuse them however you want. So this is everything, and thanks for watching. You can follow me and get in touch with me via social networks. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and also through my website www.tiagoduarte.pt, and also you will find in my site everything that I produce, from music and poetry to my daily beats, where I put new beats every day, and sample packs. So if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button if you like this video, and the bell to get notified when I publish a new video. And if you are not new to this channel, hit the like button, so that helps support the video, and helps me to continue to make good content for you guys. So thanks for that. My name is Tiago Duarte, and I see you in the next video. Peace, love, unity, and have fun.